we should take ownership of our environment. We should pamper it, nurture it, and treat it well. Not defecating in the open, not weighing in the open, not dumping the waste wherever it suits us. But to see Lagos as ours and to collectively fix it.
The Ministry of Environment, them they work day and night.
The second edition of the reintroduced monthly environmental sanitation exercise was held across Lagos on the 30th of May 2026. Residents once again turned out in large numbers to clean their surroundings, a development the environment boss says demonstrates that the culture of collective responsibility is steadily returning. In this week's episode, we explore how residents are responding to the renewed sanitation initiative. This is the Lagos Environment. I am Ebiarido Buba, and I'll be your host.
We are for Lagos days. Ayo, come and see Papa, Mama. See the road is good. See us water clean. No yama yama. Drainage work. Gutter flow. Brother, sister. No more beggy beggy. The land is green, no clean environment. Now the Lagos where we dream, oh, now him with the see, oh, now him with the see you. Dalu, Eshe, oh, Nagode.
The Lagos State government has reaffirmed its commitment to the monthly environmental sanitation exercise, describing it as a permanent feature of efforts to promote a cleaner and healthier environment across the state. This was made known during the second edition of the reintroduced exercise that held simultaneously across Lagos on Saturday. Here's the report.
It was the morning of the last Saturday of the month, another sanitation day in Lagos. The Commissioner for the Environment's monitoring team was back on the streets once again, moving across key locations to ensure full compliance with the monthly environmental sanitation exercise. Just like the maiden edition of the reintroduced exercise, the First Lady of Lagos State, Mrs. Ibijoke Claudiana Sanwo-Olu, also joined the team on the ground, reinforcing the state's commitment at the highest level. This time, the focus was Alimosho, the largest local government area in Lagos State. And from early observations, the Commissioner for the Environment, Tokunbo Wahab, appeared satisfied with what he saw. He commended residents for their level of participation, describing Alimosho as one of the cleanest local government areas in the state during the exercise.
We observed some local governments are actually very clean. Hello. And this local government is one of those. And you can see for yourself. Yeah, we cleaned up some areas, but relatively good. So what we just have to do is encourage the chairman and his team, the obas, the honorable members of the house here, to do much more in the sense of more engagement with the locals. But with respect to cleanliness, you can see this format, so they have cleaned the environment. And they also have their own compactors to cut away the waste. So, Chairman, well done. Thank you. More of this. It's a unique experience.
Just 2 days to the Sanitation Day, the state had been in a festive mood with Nigerians celebrating the holiday period. Yet, despite the festivities, the Commissioner noted that the monthly environmental sanitation exercise has become sacrosanct, a civil responsibility that must be observed regardless of the time of the year.
We also made it clear to Lagosians, irrespective of the holidays, the festivity, the commitment to the environment is unique. We had Salah 3 days ago. Yesterday was a major festival for those that know. But today we said we must wash away those blood, clean our environment, because we have a commitment that every last Saturday of the month is for Lagos Environmental Sanitation Day.
As the exercise held simultaneously across all local government areas in the state, the head of service was also spotted on Monitoring Day, this time ensuring compliance in the Apapa axis of Lagos.
Go back to wherever you are coming from.
Since the kickoff of the reintroduced sanitation exercise, there have been occasional reports of nonchalant attitudes from some residents towards the initiative. However, the Commissioner says compliance levels have been encouraging and steadily improving across communities.
In fairness to those commercial vehicles, we didn't find most of them on the road. Very few. And those few are the cover place. And we already communicated our observation to the right quarters. As for the citizens, we have to keep engaging them on why they have to take in this culture, spend 2 hours in a whole month, 120 minutes to clean up the environment. It's an engagement we're doing. We are trying to bring that in culture, and that's a dominant culture of a clean environment in Lagos State, and we won't stop at anything. After a while, we are going to do the assessment also. The honorable member from here also mentioned, he made a clear observation of what he just said. And we said, when we get to that bridge, we review, members of the house, and we take another decision. But for now, we are fine with what we're doing. This thing has been on for almost 10 years. So it's bringing it back to different demography, huge population, then we must find a different messaging to communicate it.
Still, concerns were raised by some residents over the irregular evacuation of refuse by PSP operators, particularly in densely populated areas like Alimosho. In response, the Commissioner moved swiftly to address the situation, directing the Lagos Waste Management Authority (LOMA) to urgently convene a meeting with waste operators to resolve operational challenges affecting service delivery.
A very unique complaint. This is one of the biggest local governments in the country, not the biggest local government in the country. We have PSP challenges here, and I'm glad the council had also tried to intervene by procuring these 2 battles. Gladly also, the ED of Loma is here. We've said to him, between now and this evening, close of business today, let us have the names of those PSP operators operating in this area. Let them ask them questions, why have you not been coming? Or why have you not been regular picking up the waste? So by Monday, there will be a feedback from the council chairman, and then we'll take actions as we usually do each other.
The goal, he emphasized, is not only compliance on Sanitation Day, but a sustainable system that keeps Lagos cleaner beyond the monthly exercise.
Last week, we brought you a special report on the environmental milestones and achievements recorded by the Lagos State Ministry of Environment under the Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led government. This week, we take a closer look at these achievements through the perspectives of permanent secretaries working with the Commissioner to drive the state's environmental agenda, as well as residents experiencing the impact firsthand across their communities. Here's the report.
Despite futile attempts by naysayers to discredit the return, the massive participation and enthusiasm of residents throughout the nooks and crannies of the state was very heartwarming.
That was the Commissioner for the Environment, reeling out the achievements recorded in the environmental sector at the 2026 ministerial press briefing marking Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's 7th year in office. Key officials in the ministry describe this period as an opportunity to take stock of what has been achieved so far and what still lies ahead in the ongoing drive to build a cleaner, more resilient Lagos. At the center of the state's environmental strategy is a strong emphasis on behavioral change.
It's important. Experience has shown that you have the natural causes as well as man-made causes. Experience has shown that it is majorly man-made causes, and that is why I said we need that behavioral change in our people. The mindset of having to dump waste anywhere, clogging our channels, and also building within the wetlands.
According to the Permanent Secretary, Drainage and Water Resources, this shift in mindset is critical to addressing some of Lagos' most persistent environmental challenges, particularly flooding. He explains that while flooding can result from both natural and human factors, in this environment, human behavior remains the dominant cause, from blocked drainage channels to improper waste disposal.
But not only that, we have to make sure that for Lagos, we bring flood risk management to be seen and treated as strategic state priority. You have to have that mindset that everywhere you are is flood prone, and you must have certain structures or strategies to ensure that you treat it.
Closely tied to this approach is what he describes as a community-led flood maintenance program, a strategy that places residents at the center of drainage protection and environmental stewardship.
It's a journey that we have begun, and it is something that has been happening in terms of the continuous implementation of structured and multidimensional flood management strategy. So that is a major thing, because before now it is only structured, concrete only, but now we have introduced a lot of other stuff with the sole purpose of just safeguarding Lagos against flood, and also to improve our stormwater conveyance efficiency. So basically, if you look at it, it's a combination of so many things. The framework integrates preventive maintenance as well as routine maintenance, and particularly emergency response. Then we can now talk about our regulatory enforcement as well as capital investments, which is a major thing that people will see.
Mahmood took time to talk about the ongoing flood prevention efforts, noting significant progress in drainage maintenance and alignment corrections aimed at improving system efficiency across the state. In his assessment, these interventions have helped address key structural challenges within the drainage network, although he stressed that sustained maintenance remains essential for long-term effectiveness.
We have about 45 primary channels that are ongoing, over 500 secondary projects, secondary channels that are also going. So it's a combination of, just as I mentioned, it's a combination of capital delivery, maintenance, as well as emergency. So if you want to look at it, we have about 190 channels all over the state. So for the maintenance, we have done over 158. So, and if you want to look at it in terms of length, that will give you over 300 kilometers. So you can imagine that. Then talking about the maintenance of secondary as well, we have done over 1.5 kilometers of drains.
Dr. Gaji Omobolaje Tajudeen is the Permanent Secretary for the Office of Environmental Services. He says the achievements recorded so far represent what he describes as a mixed bag, a combination of notable progress, ongoing challenges, and evolving solutions. Among the most pressing concerns highlighted is waste management.
We're on top of it.
we've signed MOU with people that want to do the job, and they are already on site, and they've started what we're going to have material recovery centers. We're going to have TLS, transfer loading stations. We don't have the luxury of landfills. So what we are much more involved in is, aggressive advocacy on issue of waste sorting, making sure that what comes to the landfill is not they're minute, and it won't be things that they need to pick up and recycle again. So if the recycling are done properly, then we will have less things coming to the landfill sites.
On enforcement, the Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps is commended for playing a significant role in strengthening compliance and ensuring environmental regulations are observed across communities. The Office of Drainage Services continues to work closely with environmental agencies to ensure that drainage channels remain clear, functional, and capable of handling peak rainfall periods. Together, these institutions form a coordinated backbone for flood control and environmental management in the state. The monthly environmental sanitation exercise was also reviewed as part of this broader assessment. Gaji noted that the reintroduced program is gradually gaining traction with improving levels of participation and growing public awareness around environmental responsibility.
It's a continuum, so we are not going to stop, because if you say that the achievement, it means that we have achieved what we have set out to achieve, but we are only trying to make it an habit for the people of Lagos so that they can live by the rules and obey the rules of the environment, so that we can all live in peace and harmony with our environment and our neighbors too. So those are the things that we're doing, so that we become, the state will become more habitable. There will be less disease. We will not be talking about the epidemic. We will not be talking about other things, because the cleaner the environment becomes, the lower the cost of health.
As Lagos continues to refine its environmental strategy, the message remains consistent that infrastructure alone is not enough. Lasting impact, they emphasize, will depend on behavioral change, shared responsibility, and sustained community participation in protecting the environment.
Environmental sanitation exercise has continued to generate conversations across communities in Lagos. While many residents have welcomed the initiative as a step towards restoring environmental responsibility, others believe more awareness and sustained enforcement are needed to ensure long-term compliance. As always, we took to the streets to hear directly from the Lagosians, and these are their views.
It is our right for that our environment to be clean. And if you look at it very well, sanitation. If your area is dirty, if your space is dirty, who is going to have the disease? Same person, cholera, typhoid, airborne disease, waterborne disease, as a result of a dirty environment. So I'm in great support that yes, people should sit down at home, not just sitting down at home. They should carry out the necessary thing. Come out, clean your environment.
The environmental sanitation is good, but we are having little challenge, and the challenge is the lawman not coming in time to take the dirt. If you see around now, like some parts of Lagos now, you see people littering things around at night and they run to their houses. So if they are having such sanitation, I advise they should come with their vehicle in all the areas, possibly with the lawman vehicle, so that they can go with the dirt. As we are doing the sanitation, the dirt is going along, so that after the sanitation, the place will not be unkept again.
Educating people on environmental issues is very important. Don't drop your waste here. Education from the school level to the larger society. We must encourage people to know, what is the importance of good environment, and the need to keep environment clean and tidy.
And I want to appeal to this government. Whatever you want to do about environment cleaning, you need to enforce it. Without that, people will not cooperate with you. People are just doing it because they thought there's nobody that we... When you see someone, it's not about the level of their education. It is not about their instruction. They will just do it because there is no fear of law. Until when the government enforces it, they may not achieve what they want to achieve.
Drainages need to be cleared, because you notice that our people are not well educated and enlightened. They throw dirty inside gutter, blockages everywhere. If before the monthly sanitation, let them be checking the gutters, the drainages. That is one. Then two, how far about the enlightenment? That's one thing we lack in most of these our areas. Enlightenment, like you go to even schools, marketplaces. It's just areas like this you want to see a little bit, but you can still look around. But the government is doing so much, but the impact is not being felt to a high percentage.
Did you know that environmental sanitation exercises play a critical role in preventing flooding, controlling disease outbreaks, and improving public health? Regular environmental sanitation helps to prevent the blockage of drains and canals by waste materials. It reduces the risk of flooding during the rainy season by ensuring the free flow of storm water. It minimizes the spread of diseases associated with poor sanitation and indiscriminate waste disposal. It encourages residents to take ownership of their environment and promote collective action. It supports government effort aimed at creating cleaner and healthier communities across Lagos State. Residents are reminded that environmental sanitation is not limited to the monthly exercise. Proper waste disposal and routine cleaning should form a part of everyday life. The Honorable Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, says the success of the reintroduced environmental sanitation exercise depends largely on the active participation of residents. He maintains that government will continue to provide leadership and enforcement, but emphasizes that lasting environmental progress can only be achieved when citizens take responsibility for their surroundings. This message is from the Honorable Commissioner of the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab.
We want to build a culture that will be a dominant culture. And that's a culture beyond the culture of excellence, a culture of a clean environment, because cleanliness is next to godliness. And that's what we're trying to push out there. And that's why we chose not to use the instrumentality of the Court of Appeal judgments to restrict. Rather, we had to use a controlled movement by engaging the critical stakeholders, and they bought into it 100%. It's a plea. Let us see it as a civic responsibility, and on our part also as a government. The cutting away, we can't drop the ball. And that's why we found normal trucks, intervention trucks for those big companies that work with Lagos State, we're all out there working 24/7 to cut and take the waste away.
Ministry of Environment, them they work it day and night.
The message remains clear. A cleaner Lagos cannot be achieved by government alone. It requires the commitment of every resident, every community, and every stakeholder. As the state continues to strengthen environmental reforms and revise the culture of sanitation, the responsibility to sustain these gains rests with us all. Residents are also encouraged to report environmental concerns through the designated channels displayed on your screen. Together, we can continue to build a cleaner and safer Lagos. That's all from us this week on the Lagos Environment. Join us again next week for more stories shaping the future of our environment.
See us Lagos clean. Come see us Lagos green. Oh. The Ministry of Environment, them they work it day and night. Thank you.